Hi, it's Carl Haley from the Munich International School, and today we're going to be learning about solving simultaneous linear equations using the substitution method. Last time we learned how to use our graphing calculator to do this, and this time we'll be using the famous substitution method. Let's get started. Here's today's problem. We need to be solving simultaneously these two equations, 3x minus y minus 2 equals 0, and x minus y plus 2 equals 0. You'll notice that we haven't isolated either one of our variables. So the first thing we'll need to discuss is which variable would be easier to solve for. And in this case, it's pretty much a toss-up. As you can see here, this x should be a small x, but this you could easily solve for x or y in this equation. In this equation, it would be easy to solve for y, but x, since it has a 3, it would make fractions, and it would be larger, so we would definitely not do x in this equation. But I'm going to suggest that we start off by solving for x in the second equation. Okay, so let's go over to Notepad and begin working on this. So here's our first equation, which we're going to leave alone for right now, but over here we're going to solve for x. So we're going to leave the x alone here, and let me go get a pen. X. Bring the y to the other side and bring the 2 to the other side. So the y becomes positive and the 2 becomes negative, and I've just made it a positive there. Sorry, got a little messy. So x is equal to y minus 2, and I'm just going to rewrite that to make it easier to see. All right, so we can now take this and substitute it in over here for x. So instead of writing x, we write parentheses, and then we copy the rest of the information down. So now we know instead of writing x here, we know that x is equal to y minus 2. So let's put the y minus 2 right here. Okay? And now we're going to distribute here the 3 through. 3y minus 6 minus y minus 2 equals 0. So we get 3y minus y is 2y. And here we get negative 6 and negative 2 is negative 8, but we bring it to the other side, it becomes 8. Therefore, we get y is equal to 4. But this is not our final answer. Remember that when we solve simultaneous linear equations, it's important to put your answer in coordinate form. So let's go over here now. We're going to take this answer, substitute it in up here. So I'm going to rewrite this and write 4 minus 2, and indeed the answer is 2. So we write our answer in coordinate form, the x value first, and we get 2, 4. So let's review here that we've got two equations here with two unknowns. We isolated the x, substituted in over here, and got our answer. All right, so now I want to check my answer, and this is so important. And we're going to go use to check it, we're going to go use our GDC. So let's go there right now. Here's my GDC. It already has some stuff on it. I'm going to go clear that out. Remember, we go press the clear button, and it clears it out. So we want to solve for y in both of these cases. So in the first equation, we're going to be getting that it's 3x minus 2. And finally, in the second equation, we're going to get that it's x plus 2. And we're going to go graph it. And we had already zoomed in for a different problem. Remember that whenever you start looking at a graph, I always suggest you press zoom 6. And that'll give you a standard view, and then you might need to zoom out from there if necessary. And remember, zoom out is zoom, 3, and then also enter. Don't forget to push that final enter. But I'm going to zoom back in, zoom 2, enter, because the view is actually very good. And we can see here that indeed it intersects at 2, 4, but I'd like the calculator to calculate that by doing second, calculate, intersect. And then you press enter 3 times. And you can see we've checked our answer. It's exactly the same answer that we got here. Same answer right here. The 2 and the 4 is the same as our answer here. So there's our check, and what I'd like you to do from now on is to draw a little mini sketch of what the graphing calculator gave us. So I can see where it's intersecting, beautiful, and let's just go for my check down here. I'm just going to write down something like this. 2 comma 4s here, and they go like this. Okay? Just a little mini check. So today we've learned how to use substitution to help us solve simultaneous linear equations. Last time we learned about the graphing calculator, and next time we're going to use another method called elimination. I'm Carl Haley. Thanks so much. We'll see you again.